Next up is Laura Pittenger's The Untitled Dorothy Day Project.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's all this?
We're here protesting today's civil defense drill. Would you care to take a flyer?
Oh, don't mind if I do. In the name of Jesus, who is God, who is love, we will not obey this order to pretend, to evacuate, to hide. In view of the certain knowledge the administration of this country has that there is no defense in atomic warfare, we know this drill to be a military act in a Cold War to instill fear, to prepare the collective mind for war. We refuse to cooperate. My goodness. You don't go in for this much, huh?
One could derive such a notion from our flyers.
Won't be many around to read it. The drill starts in 10 minutes. You all could get arrested, you know. Not bad publicity for your cause.
Well, that's a rather cynical view to take.
Well, a good pragmatist would disagree.
Would you care to join us?
May I sit for a while?
I was expecting a bigger crowd.
About 30 people here.
But next year there will be 100, and the year after that 1,000. And soon we'll have children tagging peace signs on top of the nuclear fallout shelter symbols. The revolution of a heart does not take place in a single day. Here, why don't you take some flyers? Huh? Take them home. Share them with your family.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Protesters, you must vacate the premises of the park at the sound of the air raid siren. If you do not, the New York City Police Department would remind you that you will be subject to immediate arrest. Thank you for your cooperation.
Are you afraid of getting arrested?
I've been arrested since 1917. This should be fun.
But are you afraid of the policeman?
I'm nearly 58 years old. What are they going to do to me? Give me a ball of yarn and escort me to the nearest public library? I almost relish the arrests of my youth. I anticipate a grievous lack of battle scars this round.
You're brave.
It wasn't always.
You're human.
My mother always told me that it was rude to talk only of oneself. Guilty. Where are you from?
Oh, I come from New York City. The Village.
I spent my youth in the Village, my bohemian days.
Were they as charming as the novels claim?
It would be false to say they did not contain a certain naughty gaiety and delight. Drinking all night in the hellhole with Jean and John, yes, O'Neill and Dos Passos. Egomaniacal lunatics, but I loved them like brothers. It wasn't all glamorous, if that's what you're thinking. Jean and I saw his pal Louis shoot up enough heroin to kill himself in the bar right in front of us. Quite broke up the merry band after that. You can't go on playing dress up after you witness something like that.
You must have been quite young.
Yeah, yes, stupid. Not aware yet, I suppose, of how little my life was. Not much younger than you, I suppose. How old are you?
You know the answer to that.
Do I? How do you?
Cast your mind back.
What is your name?
I have no name.
All of God's creatures have names.
Some do not hear their names spoken aloud.
Protesters of City Hall, if you do not vacate the premises in the next 5 minutes, you will be subject to arrest. Anyone remaining in the park during the drill will be subject to arrest. Please vacate the premises when you hear the sound of the air raid drill. Thank you for your cooperation.
So you have no name. Surely you have an age?
One could say so.
So?
I have an age of 35 years.
years.
Yes, and I came into this world in 1920.
Yes. Truly anything is possible. Tamar, my daughter, she was a miracle, you know. I didn't think she was possible either after my great affair was with Lionel at the time. He didn't believe in marriage, you know, or a God, or in anything except the freedom of humans to self-govern freely without obligation or consequence. In a violent world, he saw no place for a, for the next generation. To roam or to exist. Desperately unhappy, but wanting to keep him, for he was all I wanted. Unhappiness is such a warm blanket. And who wants to have exposure to the bitter cold anyhow? And so in light of his resolution, I did what I felt I must do. The doctor was fat and dirty and furtive. He left hastily after it was all over, leaving me bleeding. The landlord's daughter assisted me and never said a word. The doctor, if I recall, was Emma Goldman's lover. Emma, the other anarchist darling of New York City. You know, I never had much use for Emma, if you can imagine. No. You didn't stand a chance by the time he was through with you. I sought confession. Once I understood. I heard the words, "I absolve you," from the bishop's mouth. And yet, here you are, before me. Where have you come from? Are you here for torment or for comfort?
I asked you a question earlier before I sat with you today. Do you remember what it was?
You asked if you could sit with me a while.
And so I have. All your life.
My nose in his fingers.
Protesters of City Hall,
Sorry. Sorry is what children say when their mothers tell them to. Sorry is what adults say to each other when they bump into one another on the train. Sorry. The church has a prayer just before the absolution. I detest all my sins because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell. I dread so much more.
Teach me something. Anything you like. Please.
We are all children of